Some people have silver spoons in their mouths when they're born, from the get-go. Some study, post-school, eyes on the prize. And some make mistakes, but learn nothing. Some people lose everything, never bounce back. They aren't prepared to take chances. Opportunity knocks, but the door stays closed. They don't see what could be. When the chips are down, some people give up. They settle for no. They stop trying. Some people's lives don't really change others. Some people, that is. Some people. But not Marc Wainer.
Important to know what you're good at, but more important to recognize what you're not good at. I recognize that I'm not the detail guy. I can conceive, I can do, I can negotiate, I can do a deal. Don't ask me to start reading the agreements, the legal agreements, the lease agreements, because I'm no good at it. I can solve problems if somebody comes to me with agreements and we can't agree on this clause, that I can do.
Marc Wainer is my guest this evening and recently retired as the chairman of Redefine. You started Redefine in 1999. Really, interesting time to start a property portfolio. You previously worked for Investec. You then created Marc Wainer Associates. That was bought by Corp Capital. And at the age of 50, you go out and you start a brand new listed company. It's late in life generally.
Well, I might have been 50, but I only felt like about 35 or 40.
And it's been a 20-year journey.
20 years.
And that property portfolio has grown substantially over that time.
Yeah, from just under $1 billion to just under 100 billion, from 5 staff to 500. So it's been a great ride. It's been exciting, ups and downs like always.
Was your path to financial success quick? What did you study at university?
I never went to university.
Was there money in the family?
No money.
No money?
No money in the family whatsoever.
Grew up in the suburb of Sydenham East. My parents had a little fisheries and grocery store in Yeovil. So I spent a lot of time, Saturdays, weekends, evenings, helping them.
So I learned, I suppose, from the University of Life.
At the end of every month, I was writing checks to the bank, and you didn't have to be a genius to work out that every month my net worth was diminishing rapidly. And if it carried on like that, I would be out of business.
What I've learned throughout my career is you can't stop making mistakes. You have to learn from your mistakes. I think one of the first lessons I learned was in anything you do, you have to know your product. You have to walk it. I call it MBWA, management by walking around. Kick the bricks, walk, and I don't care what your product is. You have to understand your consumer. You have to walk. We can't buy a building by looking at a picture. Maybe it sounds crazy in this day and age, but it's almost like a gut feel. Numbers can tell you one thing, but you really have to feel that this is something that you want to acquire. So to me, management by walking around, very, very important. Google Maps, lesser. And all of the things that happened, I keep thinking, was it luck? But then I think it's opportunity. And I always tell this to the people that I mentor. I say, life offers everybody opportunities, but it's like one of those merry-go-rounds that you've got to reach up and grab the ring. Some people are too scared, and you take the risk, and it pays off sometimes it doesn't. So I think I was given the opportunities, and I was maybe brave enough or foolish enough to actually reach up and grab them.
So the idea came about of having a hybrid, which was the first, owning listed property shares, which we had a portfolio of, and then getting property. So that was it, and we were trying to come up with names, and sitting one night and saying, what is this that we're creating? Came up with the idea that it was a real estate-derived financial instrument. I sort of wrote that down and said, well, that's Redefine, and there's a play on the words.
And I think what's important, and something that I realized a long time ago, is that any business is about people, and relationships are the most important thing. People are your business. Without people, you don't have a business. Simple as that. My accountants and financial advisors always used to say to me, you've got too much exposure to property. I said, that's the only thing I know, and it's the only thing I trust. We've done so many things in property, so many deals, building, developments, things that I'm very proud of. But I think if I look back on my career, the most satisfying thing that I've ever done was the Mentorship Challenge, and putting back and making a difference in people's lives. I want to continue with mentorship. What was that like? Quite an interesting career. One of these inverted commas overnight successes, but overnight probably being about 20 years or more. One of the things that I think the best things that happen to entrepreneurs are two words. You're fired. What's the biggest mistake you've made? For people out there looking to start some kind of business, do something, what advice would you give them? So along the way on your journey, have you had mentors? Because one of the problems with startups is always getting funding. How do you see your business growing going forward? In one sentence, advice for people out there who want to do something. How many hours of your time are you prepared to give to mentor people out there who are watching this program? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your generous contribution.
The impetus and the amount that you've done for mentorship in this country is unmeasurable.
When I look back, it's been remarkable, and it's not something which I've done. I think, when you run a business, a small business, Marc Wainer, 6 people, 7 people, of course you can take credit for a lot. When you're running a business that employs 450 or 500 people, every one of them plays a role.
I'm not this big deal guy, I'm still this grocer. It's been exciting. Sometimes I sit at home and I think, how did it happen?